YouTube, this is KittyWolf13, Irene. I know I said I wasn't going to do too many box openings, but this was another box opening I couldn't resist. I just received this in the mail. I just picked it up. I missed it yesterday, so had to go chasing my postman. This is Danny Choo, or Choo's Smart Doll Mirai. I was very eager to see this doll in person, so I sold some stuff to make it happen, and here she is. So I'm going to do this box opening in a couple of different parts so that people can see what I get to see as I open. Alright? So with that being said, I'm going to continue with the box opening. Alright, so I've just unwrapped her from the bubble wrap. She comes in a plastic box. Nothing too fancy. I remember following his blog and him saying that he wanted to make a package that would allow to be like a display case for Mirai, but later down the road, I guess for shipping purposes, he decided on something a little simpler. So it's basically just a clear plastic box. It's like plastic, squishy, but it's pretty sturdy, and she came really well packed as well, so I have no fear that anything will be damaged. So this is the Smart Doll, Mirai Suenaga, I guess is how you pronounce her last name. And they call her Smart Doll because eventually there will be an automatic version which is robotic and controllable, which is really cool. But this version is the manual version. As you can see, nothing on the sides. She was sold as a full set doll, so he designed a special type of stand, which that's what this is. You can kind of see her wig in there. And she does come with full set clothes as well, which that's really cool. So with that being said, I'm going to tear into this box and pop her out. Alrighty. Going to take a closer look at the packaging. This probably won't show up really well in the video, but it's basically a clear plastic like cocoon that also helped support her in the packaging, and it held like her ID card, and not ID card, but you know what I mean, the doll card and everything in place during shipping. It's a pretty cool idea. Some of you may have noticed this little card. Danny Choo also does something called Moe Kana. They're a flashcard / trading card game to teach people how to speak and read Japanese. It's pretty cool. So this was in the box, and it says doll. And Ningyo. Again, my pronunciations could be wrong. This is her paperwork. I haven't opened it yet, but as you can see, it says Mirai Suenaga, Smart Doll. She is the first release and the manual version, meaning she is not the automatic version that is robotic. And Culture Japan is his company. Here's her full set clothes. It is a shirt and jeans. I guess she's technically not a full set because she doesn't come with shoes, I don't think. But either way, really cool. And then here is her stand. He designed this stand specifically to be lightweight, portable, and pretty much hard to see. It is a telescopic stand, so when I put the camera on the tripod, I'll be able to show you with both hands what they mean by telescopic. But it pretty much is like an antenna. I think this is actually a really brilliant design, so I can't wait to give it a try. So, that being said, I'm going to continue opening the box. Alright, so, now that I have the camera set up to where I can use two hands, I can try and show you. This is a little awkward standing like behind the camera, and if I bump the camera, I'm sorry. But, so this is the telescopic stand. There's a hole in her back, I believe it is, that this basically plugs into. And so basically you can hide the stand behind her leg or whatever in certain angles, and basically it should be invisible in most pictures. But it is a telescopic stand, so as you can see, it is really kind of long, which means you can probably use it for a variety of things. Like I said, I think this is a pretty brilliant stand, so I can't wait to try that. let's see what is inside here. Alright, so we get a place for the owner name. They didn't pre-fill it out, but that's okay. And her batch number. So that's kind of cool. And it says owner's card. Manual version. And then cute little warning labels. Choking hazard. Don't eat. Handle pointy bits with care. Keep away from heat. Wigs and eyes are adjustable. Contains magnets. Ages 6 and up with parental guidance. And it's in Japanese on the other side. This card says, "Thank you, Danny Choo here. I'm the creator of Smart Doll 001 Mirai Suenaga, and would like to thank you for purchasing her. I know you are eager to attend to Mirai, but before you continue, I need you to make sure you read the welcome guide at welcome.smartdoll.jp to read the do's and don'ts before getting to know your Mirai. Mirai is not a toy and requires special care, so please stop what you're doing and read the welcome guide. Mirai makes people happy, and I guarantee that you'll be able to make friends around the world if you share photos of her online. Instagram and Twitter are great for sharing photos. So if you do, then use the Smart Doll tag, and we can connect online. I hope Mirai brings you just as much happiness as she has brought me. Danny Choo." That's pretty cool. I like that. So a little personalized card that's a little extra touch. Now I'm going to open into the clothes. She is a 60 centimeter doll. She's based on the Volks DD2. I just dropped her socks on the floor. But, so she comes with a cute little t-shirt. She comes in casual wear. I think he originally wanted to do a uniform version, but the little socks, the casual version won out in polls, I guess. I mean, look at this. She comes with a little underwear. Super adorable. A cute beanie cap, as she's often seen wearing. And I must say that all this clothes is very, very well made. Apparently she's got a magnet in her head to keep her little hair beret. That's what this is. There's a meaning behind the X. I have to look it up and try and figure out what it is. And then the jeans. The jeans look really well made. They're like an acid wash. They have a button. And I thought they were lined. The top of them are lined. But yeah, I mean, look at this. Look at all the detail. The stitching, the little Mirai logo. This is seriously cool stuff. So, yeah. Mirai's got some pretty cool duds. So with that, I'm going to get to the... Well, actually, I think I will go to the website and read up real quick to see what it is that he wants us to read. And then I'll come back and open her. Alright? So give me a few minutes and I'll be ready. Alrighty, so I just unwrapped Mirai. As you can see, I haven't even looked at her. I was still reading the website. But here is her wig. And she does come with shoes, so yay for shoes. I have to fish them out, I assume. Oh, they're right in here. Okay. So, I took out the wig, or the clothes. Let's take a look at her adorable little shoes. They come wrapped in a nice little tissue-like plastic. I was reading some of the things Danny says on his website. He says her socks, jeans, and shoes are designed to fit snugly and tightly so that they don't fall off, because that was one of the things he was annoyed at about his own personal collection of dolls. These are really cute. They got a nice, smooth, but kind of rubbery sole. So that means little to no slipping. There's tissue to keep them from getting squished, and there's even a logo in there. A little D. A D for Danny. I thought it was a P, but it's a D. Little cute, adorable brown penny loafers. These shoes are super adorable. And excuse me again if I get in front of the camera. This is really hard to go through. So, all the Mirai dolls come with the same wig. It's not a random wig. It's basically, since it's his character, his mascot, she comes with the same wig. It's a really beautiful, like, golden brown wig. It's got 2 braids, also part of her character design. It is, I believe, a heat-resistant wig. So it is quite lovely and silky and soft to touch. I love heat-resistant wigs. The wig cap inside is a nude color, so that'll help to prevent with wig stainings. He did mention that he tested some of his dolls wearing the clothes for several months in his office to see if the clothes stained, and mentioned that they didn't stain his. The only thing he had was a brief stain from the doll sitting down and the jeans sticking to her or something like that. So here we have the first look at Mirai before I even open the package. She's super adorable. Let's take a look at her face. Oh my goodness. She has a very high dome head, but that's actually a good thing sometimes, because that means the wigs, when they are on them, they look better. So, something interesting also in his care instructions I was reading. It says that if her vinyl is thinner than, say, like a Volks DD2, supposedly, so if you run into a problem where she's wearing tight clothes or something like that, and it leaves like an indentation, that you can actually use like a hair dryer with heat to pop out the indentation. I thought that was kind of interesting. So as you can see, she's wrapped really well. And she is super cute. Wow, that's actually kind of cool. I don't know if you noticed that, but her neck was facing inward. So she actually has an internal like vertebrae, so she can actually move forward and back, and that's actually really cool. Like, her vinyl is very thin from what I can see, but I don't think that's going to be a problem at all. So she has an excellent range of movement, as you can see. Again, like I said, it's kind of hard to see what I'm doing and showing it on the camera at the same time. He did mention that her legs, for example, are only supposed to fold to a 90-degree angle, and not to force it, because her innards are made of plastic, so don't do that. He says he doesn't like the design of being able to see the opening in the legs when you have a doll that the knees bend more than 90 degrees. So I can understand that. It looks like her elbow has about the same range of motion. I'll have to see with it, because I know with the DD2s you can actually pull this peanut out a little bit further, and it gives them a little bit more range of motion. But either way, she could pretty much touch her face with what she has. And since he doesn't like seeing the exposed joints, chances are it may or may not pull out. But as you can see, it twists completely. And she has excellent range of motion in her hands. She's a little squeaky, but that's to be expected. She's new, brand spanking new. One of my rare dolls that I get new. The soft bust is a little weird, like she's super squishy here at the top, but the rest of her is a much harder vinyl. So here's the thing that makes Mirai interesting. She's got this little hole here, and he had a name for it. Of course, after I read about it, it's already slipped my mind. But this hole is basically for her stand, and the stand just goes right in the hole, I think, assumably. Okay, there we go. So let's try that again, so I can see myself on the camera. So it goes right in the hole, and it almost clicks in place, and that, so you can extend the leg, and she should stand for us. He did mention that her joints inside are greased, I believe. Oh, I didn't realize where the camera was pointing, so you only get her bottom half. And so that he said that if you ever get seepage out of the joints, that's normal, that her joints are greased. But as you can see, funny, I even put her in a position where you can't even see her stand. So that's really, really kind of cool. I could see this doll being exceptionally awesome. I don't know, I really like her. So you kind of see a little bit of how she poses. She can give you I do want to be careful. As of right now, he says there are no option parts or anything like that. So, we get cute little Mirai posing for us. And yeah, I really like that telescopic stand. It's pretty awesome to have her there. Pretty sturdy and not falling over. As you can see, I could poke her. And I'm pushing on her. She's not going anywhere. So, let's see here. Let's take her stand off again, which it should just pop off. He said that it would be an interesting way to add tails to customize the smart dolls and things like that. So I'm sure in the near future we will see lots of customizers doing things to their smart doll. Let's see, the back of her head says Mirai on it. Let's take a closer look at her adorable little face. I think she's quite cute. I love the little blushing, and she's got cute little ears. There's not much of an earlobe there, so I guess you're not going to be piercing her ears. She has a really soft vinyl head cap, which that's really nice because a lot of the older Volks DD2s had a really hard vinyl cap. And as you can see, there's a little peg inside her head. And I guess that's her magnet there holding, which would be for her little hair piece, which would be this one here. As you can see, this little piece, well, it might be hard to see in the video, but it sticks to her head. So it's supposed to be like a little hair beret. But, yeah, that's really cool. So, I'm going to go ahead and turn off the video and see if I can dress little Mirai up, and then I'll take some pictures, and then we'll go from there, alright? Thanks for watching so far. Alright guys, so one last part of the video. Here we have Miss Mirai almost in her full set. I left off her shoes and socks and beanie cap because, I don't know, I thought she looked really cute the way she is. As you can see, she's standing, she's using her stand. The clothes are really nicely made. I did have to remove her head and hands to put the shirt on. The jeans are, like Danny said, really tight, so it took a little struggling to get it on and buttoned up. So I guess she knows how we feel about trying to get those tight jeans to fit. Otherwise, she's super duper adorable. I don't recommend traveling with that little hair beret thing because, as you can see, it's really quite loose and would come undone easily. The wig is beautiful. She's beautiful. The clothes is beautiful. I think he hit a home run with designing Mirai. She's quite lovely and beautiful, and as you can see here, you can see her stand is pretty hard to notice. It does fit in underneath her clothes and over the pants. So I guess the stand would be hard to use if it was a tight-fitting dress. But otherwise, she stands pretty well on her own anyways. So, yeah, I really like her, and I hope you guys find this video interesting. If you have any questions about Mirai, feel free to let me know, and I will try and answer them. Like I said, she's got like this really cool spine, so she can actually look down and look up, And so basically she could slouch. I believe she's got some sort of shoulder blade mechanism that actually allows her blades to move up and down as well. But seeing as I just got her, I have to play around some with her and figure out how her posing is and such. As with any doll, there's a learning curve to how they pose. So, with that being said, this is Miss Mirai Suenaga, and I'm sure you'll see more of her because she's super cute, and there's another wave of shipments coming through, so they might start popping up here and there. So, here's to Danny Choo of the Smart Doll Company and his Culture Japan, and check it out. He's got some cool stuff coming. I'm excited to see. I don't know if I'll actually end up going for the automatic version because it's not really my thing, but it'll be really cool to see what he does with her. So this is the manual version, Mirai Suenaga from Smart Doll from Culture Japan, Danny Choo. Check out his website, check out his stuff because his stuff's really cool. I should also mention that she's normal skin and on the small bust, which is the default bust. When you order her, you can order a medium and large bust, but I wanted her on a small bust, so that's what I got. I didn't bother getting any extras with her. Hopefully in the near future we'll get some spare hands and option parts like that, but for now it's just her. And I think he's working on another doll in the line, another girl, to come out by the end of the year. So follow him, see what's going on. Like usual, subscribe to my videos if you like what you see. Contact me, tell me what you like, what you don't like, what you want to know, and yeah, like I said, subscribe, tell me what you want, because I won't know what you guys want unless you tell me. So with everything being said, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm signing off. See you later.